Welcome everybody to the day before RootsTech 2025. My name is Joseph Hawkins. I am on the social media team here at Family Search, and this is my counterpart, Erin.
Hi, I'm Erin Schertz. I'm the engagement manager for RootsTech. We're excited to show you everything behind the scenes. So I've been here for 3 days now, getting ready, and RootsTech starts tomorrow. So as you can see, we're here in the Salt Palace already. That's the entrance where people check in and get registered. And then this behind us where we're headed is where all the magic happens. There's so much that RootsTech encompasses. We have the educational aspect, which is really where everything started. We have experts from all over the world that teach classes for beginners, for experts in genealogy, researchers, I mean, you name it. We have topics on DNA, on AI, on different parts of the world to learn about your heritage and how to access records and new technologies. We have everything that you could think of in the world of genealogy in those classes. So that's one part of it. Do you want to talk about the expo hall?
Absolutely. So in the expo hall, this is a massive undertaking that we have a team of 15 that works year-round, other than the 3 days of RootsTech, to make happen. It has everything from thousands of linear yards of carpeting to running miles and miles of cable. It's quite an undertaking, and according to my last count, I think we're upwards of 130 different organizations that are joining in here, and so they'll all be setting up today as we are moving through.
You can see here we have banners for our platinum sponsors. So there's 4 platinum sponsors. Family Search is the overall organizer and platinum sponsor. We have MyHeritage, Storied, and then Ancestry. And they're such amazing organizations within this industry, and we really look to them as partners in putting this all together. Great. So
this is a year-round.
Yeah, it really is. You know, people always say, well, so your whole job is 3 days a year, and actually it just takes forever to put all this together to make sure that we're bringing in everyone that should be here in the industry together, to make sure that we have the topics that are relevant, that people want to learn about, to make sure that we have keynote speakers, which we'll talk about in a little bit because we have some exciting keynotes lined up for this year and this week, all in place. And that takes a long time to just put all of those pieces into one big event.
Sure does, especially as we have not only this in-person component where we're expecting thousands and thousands of people to be here in person starting tomorrow, but online where we've had upwards of millions of participants. And so, you know, not only are we spending all that time figuring out the logistics of an in-person event, we've spent the last, I don't know, 10 months to 11 months since the last RootsTech, working hard to prepare a website and an experience so that people from all over the world can join us and work, and not only just join us in English or here with the RootsTech that's happening in Salt Lake City, but in their own native languages as well.
Yeah, that's right. We have 26 languages, in fact, this year that RootsTech will be broadcast in. So that's very exciting. And classes, most of the presenters are here. Some of them pre-record, and some of them are live broadcasting from wherever they are. And so when you come to RootsTech Online, it's free. If you come to the Salt Palace, it's $99, and it's free to watch any online. So there's about 20 classes per hour, and we're able to broadcast 10 of them. So there's 10 classes to choose from every hour online for free, or if you're here, you have to pick where you're gonna go, and it's a hard decision because there's so many great topics.
So what's down this way?
So these are all the classrooms. Well, not all of them. These are many of the classrooms. Each one of these hallways has a corridor with other classrooms. And so there are about 20 going on at any given hour during RootsTech.
And how many live locations do you have that are being broadcast?
There will be 10. And then when we have our main sessions, which we call the general sessions, where we have our bigger keynote speakers, there are no classes happening during those times. We also have forums. So there's 3 forums this year. There's the Family Search Global Tech Forum, there's the Innovation in Tech Forum, and there's the Impact Forum. And that talks about how family history impacts the social good. So those happen during every day of the conference, and there's also no classes during that time so that everyone can enjoy those events.
Where are we headed next?
Let's go to, I think we should go to the expo hall.
Let's do it.
So we can go down here all of these hallways are filled with classes, so that's really what you're seeing now. But let's see something new and go to the expo hall. You can kind of peek through the windows a little bit as we go down the escalator. So starting tomorrow, these escalators will be packed with people, but right now we can walk around pretty freely. It's amazing to me, they started setting up the expo hall on Sunday, and it just takes so long to set up, and it gets torn down in like 12 hours.
A matter of hours. In
Yeah.
fact, it does take about 4 to 5 days logistically. We have something crazy, upwards of 30 different plus semi-trucks, 45-foot long semi-trucks loading all of the gear and the equipment in for these 3 days. And it's set up over those 4 or 5 days, and then within a matter of, it's less than, I think we close our doors at 3 p.m. on Saturday, and we're supposed to be out of there by midnight, I believe. So we have 9 hours to tear everything down, which is absolutely crazy, but we do it.
We do it. They have their method. And oh, you know what? We're coming right across the RootsTech store. This is always a popular thing every year. We have some really cool swag items that are specific to our theme and the year. So this year's theme is Discover. And so we'll have a lot of different things. We have this really cool patch that we've designed. We're gonna start doing one of these every year. So this is the patch for 2024. They will be selling them here and online, by the way, if people want to get stuff online. And unique t-shirts, we have journals. One of our keynote speakers is an artist, so we're selling journals that she's designed. She's amazing, by the way. If you like Starbucks and you ever go in one of those, her art is all over the place. But yeah, here's the sweatshirt. This year we have all sorts of different designs and fun things that we're doing this year. So that's a lot of fun. I think we can probably sneak through now that we found an open door. Not all the doors are open during this time. So we'll take you on through. This is where all the work is happening right now, setting up towards the entrance of the Salt Palace, which is over here. We're about to hit it. You'll see it's surrounded by our platinum sponsors. So they all have bigger booths and spaces, and then around them are our exhibitors and our other gold and silver sponsors. So that's how that works. And we also have something that has nothing to do with any sponsor, but more to do just about RootsTech. And this year it's really cool. It's called, oh, you're fine, no problem. It's called the Treehouse. So you'll see it over here. Super fun. We always talk about how family history, it's for everyone. It's for all of us. And this is like the family tree of humanity. So it's right in the middle. It's designed so that people can come and take a break. You can actually swing. I think these are set up. I could probably swing on it. This year we have something new that we've never done before, which are these swings, and they're super fun. You can just rest, relax, swing on the tree house of humanity. So there you go. Take a little break in between classes. It's pretty fun. And Family Search, of course, hosts RootsTech every year. There will be a lot of people helping others learn more about their heritage, how to find records, and all sorts of things.
There's a few new experiences happening this year too. I know we have kind of an art setup, an art exhibit, so to speak, is a new addition this year, and as well we've brought back something that's really popular from the previous year with a VR experience that people can enjoy. So there's all sorts of wonderful things to experience here in the expo hall.
A really popular thing at the Family Search booth is called jelly jeans. I don't know if people that are watching may remember it from years past. We've been doing it for a long time, but it's basically a way to show your DNA sequencing and like who you're related to and your past ancestries with jelly beans. So that's really fun. I want to say we have like 500 pounds of jelly beans for that.
It's up there, yeah.
Okay, we're on our way and headed to our media hub. We have an entire area that is going to be in Spanish and in Portuguese natively, and it's for experiences for people with heritage in South America, Central America, Brazil, and Portugal. So that's right here. They have some really cool things happening, some really awesome guest speakers, some classes, some activities. They have a live podcasting station here where they'll be broadcasting live. And so this is one of the ones that's almost already set up.
And Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, but even a couple of these booths along the side, these will be broadcast online live from the expo.
Yes, these will be broadcast online. In fact, if we want to head over here really quick, this is interesting. We have live webinar rooms, and we have noise canceling headphones that people can wear to watch these webinars happen from this. So they're still part of the expo hall, but they can also learn while they're here. So that's what's happening over in these areas. And then we'll show you the media hub. That's where I live most of my time at RootsTech, is in the media hub. This is something we have every year. We have about 100 people who have blogs, podcasts, YouTube shows, and things like that that are all about genealogy or family history in some way. And all year long, we run this program called the RootsTech Media Program, where we let them in on the inside scoop about the planning and what we have going on. And this area right here is called our Media Hub. And this is where they spend a lot of time creating media, news stories, press that they put out to the world during the event. So that's what this is right here. This year, we also are adding a live podcasting station. So we've had podcasters from all different kinds of topics come sign up, and they will be broadcasting live from the Salt Palace all week long. So starting tomorrow until the end of day Saturday, we have podcasters that will be doing their shows. So that's kind of fun too. So RootsTech is really, I mean, all of us that are here at RootsTech, of course, are here. We're here. We're learning about our ancestors, but we're here. Oh, wait, this is a great surprise. This is our director of events, Jonathan Wing.
Hello.
Welcome, Jonathan.
How fortuitous.
Yes, that's
We're able to run into each
perfect.
other.
I love it. Jonathan.
What are you up to?
We are doing an interview podcast kind of behind the scenes,
Wonderful.
showing all the things about RootsTech. And Jonathan really is the mastermind behind this entire thing that you're seeing today. He's doing it all.
There are a lot of people who make this happen, but we're so excited. So excited for the doors to open.
Yes.
We're one day away, so you can see there's so much that's happening here, and I've been doing too much walking, so I just jumped on.
I love it. I think this is great.
Speeding from place to place to make sure we've got all the pieces together.
It's wonderful. Well, thanks for spending time.
Thank
That
you.
was so meant to be.
I'm so glad we ran into
Yes,
you guys.
I love it.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy
You
the tour.
too. Thanks. Bye. Jonathan's great. This is his first RootsTech as the director. He has been involved in RootsTech for years, and we were so excited when we found out he was going to be leading this year. All right, so this is kind of the back of the expo hall. A lot of traffic happens here once everything goes live. This year, I don't even know what this is, but it's so funny. One of our exhibitors has headstones, tombstones. So I'd never seen that before, but I guess this is probably a good crowd. We're thinking about the next step in life, thinking about those that have gone before. So it's natural to start making plans. There's different levels of sponsorship. We have our platinums, which have the really big booths. We have gold sponsors, we have silver sponsors, and then we have exhibitors. We also have the society sponsors, and we're going to take you there too, because that's a really special part of family history, and the philanthropic arm that we're dedicating a special space to this year, and a service project too, so we'll show you that. So the service project this year is helping to digitize records. The cool thing about technology is we can digitize all these older records, right, and preserve them. But sometimes the digitization mismatches records, so we're giving people the opportunity to quickly go through on computers and match handwriting with the digital interpretation so that these records can be findable for people all over the world. So that's what we're doing this year. We'll have computers all set up, and people can get on the computer and just match up records, help people find their ancestors. And the expo hall is free, by the way. You actually don't have to buy a ticket to come to that. And there's also an online expo hall if you aren't here in person. But over here we have the fun stuff. So you guys can actually draw on this if you wanted to. We have our What Will You Discover art installation. Make a little green leaf there. So that's fun. There's things like this all over the place. We have diamond art, we have this, we have a word search on the back of this. So you can try your hand at the word search and try to, looks like people have already been very successful. Oh, I see one. Celebration. There we go. Look what we're discovering on our little tour. This is fun. So that's fun. Gives people something to do in between. And then this is really cool this year. So literally from the start of RootsTech tomorrow until the end, we have cultural groups from, I mean, there's no open spaces really.
Back-to-back performances.
Back-to-back performing on this stage. We will have singers, musical groups, we will have dancers, we will have cooking demonstrations. So actually, there's a Middle Eastern group coming to do the cooking demonstration. They're making hummus and all sorts of things that really are a nod back to their culture and their heritage. And so that's what this is all about with the Heritage Theater. And it's going to be packed with such awesome, awesome performances. So, and entertainment.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's that. And this is the Discovery Zone. In the Discovery Zone, which when it's all set up, it'll look really cool, but we will have old typewriters so people can try their hand at how people used to keep records. We have lots of different things that they can experience. I think this is where the diamond art will be, but this is a place where you can discover more in fun, hands-on ways. And that's what the purpose of the Discovery Zone is. Great.
Should we walk back more towards the
Let's
main
walk
stage
back
now?
towards the main stage. We're gonna have to go through the back of it. And I know that there's an open door that we will find. Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna get our steps in today.
Yes, we would definitely have steps in. And something interesting to note, you know, part of the reason why this takes so long, you know, again, I think our team gets a lot of questions. Well, why does it take all year to plan a 3-day event? And there are just so many logistical details that have to get sorted out. From, you know, like I mentioned, the thousands of linear yards of carpeting, or the miles of cabling that is run. Not to mention, this isn't just one organization that's come in here and set up. This is multiple organizations, I think upwards of 5 different teams, whether it's they're coming for the AV or they're setting up their, you know, the trusses into the ceiling, or those who lay the carpet, those who set up tables and chairs. There are just so many details that have to be sorted, and they all have to work together. And in a way, that's part of what we love about family history too, is it's a giant puzzle. And so this really fits our specialty. We love piecing things together from sometimes obscure clues to help put together a full story, and that's what people can experience here at RootsTech.
It's true. There's really something really cool to discover at every booth. I mean, the stories that come out of RootsTech are so incredible. Last year, there was an exhibitor called DNA Angels. And of course, with the technological advances in DNA, it's just amazing what you can discover that never was possible before that was there. And we have 4 companies here that do DNA kits. And this company was a nonprofit, and their whole purpose is to help people that don't know who their biological family is find someone that they have connections to biologically. And there was so many stories of people that met with them and were able to find birth parents right after. So just incredible stories of connection and belonging, and people really understanding who they are. They're putting these puzzle pieces together. Family Search booth, this is such a great part of the expo hall. So at the Family Search booth, we'll have our product managers, lots of people who can help in any sort of way. We have so many cool products that have come out, like full text search was something that was announced last year, which for those that are into genealogy, it really is mind-blowing what results come up when you do full text search. So those product managers will be here. We have computers where you can learn more about your family tree and find discoveries with them. They'll help you. Bring your questions. Ask your questions here. All during the year, anyone can set up a free consultation with genealogy experts through the Family Search Library all year long, and they do them virtually. But here at RootsTech, you can bring your questions and for the next 3 days, get those questions answered.
And we have teams from all over the world helping out to be able to help people from all over the world. Kind of no matter where your family history is, they're able to be here to help piece together your story.
Yeah, we have lots of languages. There's our supported languages right here, actually. If you want to show what languages people can receive help in. Here are the languages that you can get a consultation in. Again, it's completely free. We really just want to help people learn more about their heritage. So those languages are all available. Ancestry I don't know if they're doing it this year, they had something really cool last year where you could look up your dog's DNA and find out more about your pets. So they might have that again this year. They had some really cute dogs. It was so fun. People loved that.
Steve Rockwood, our CEO of Family Search, who has been leading us for, what, 10 years now? Upwards of 10 years?
I think so, yeah.
And he always starts us off on the right foot here at RootsTech with an inspirational message on kind of what's moved forward with Family Search and how we can approach family history from a more, I don't know, a kind of excited place, right? A place of innovation and of growth. And so helping everyone as much as possible, like this year's theme, discover about themselves.
Steve's really great because he's been all about facilitating work between everyone in the industry instead of it being a competitive place, being a place where we all work together to make more records available, to help more people discover, no matter where they're discovering those things. Dana Tanamachi is that artist I was mentioning earlier that will have her journals and her art on cards and different things for purchase here. She's amazing and has an amazing story too. And then if you watched the Paris Olympics, you probably remember golden couple Hunter and Tara Woodhull Davis. She won gold in USA Track and Field, and he won gold in USA Track and Field in the Paralympics. They're amazing, amazing couple. If you go over here, and we'll show you where they're going to take the main stage in just a minute, but if you go here, you'll also see we have 4 virtual keynotes as well. Now these virtual keynotes are from all over the world, and Daba Mandela is Nelson Mandela's grandson, was raised by him. Los Chicaneros is a family, they're amazing, by the way. They are so funny. Their address will be in Spanish and then dubbed into all of our other languages. We have Isabel Cuevas. She's a singer-songwriter that lives in the Philippines. She's incredible as well. Her address will be in English and Tagalog. And then we have Marco Louie, who's a mime and comedian, and his address will be in Italian and dubbed in our other languages. So when we say that this is our global era, we really mean it. We have these keynote speakers really from all over the world in other languages to help everyone feel connected to RootsTech, no matter where they're from or what language they speak. Well, let's see if we can do a sneak peek into the main stage. These doors are usually locked, so I can't promise anything. Hello, the last door, okay, perfect. Okay, we're gonna sneak in here and just be really quiet.
Stop by our booth to meet the MyHeritage team and enjoy exclusive discounts.
Looks like MyHeritage is doing theirs.
You also drop the price of MyHeritage.
So this is the main stage area.
You can scoop those off for only $33. And for those of you eager to try my stories, we're offering the $10 off all orders of my stories booth. You're welcome to check out our classes on RootsTech app.
So we won't be able to get up this far, but the stage actually comes out this year. It's always been just a flat stage. This year you can go out into the audience a little bit and the chairs surround it in a circular way.
Yeah, we've added that runway.
You know who's speaking right now?
Yes,
Godfrey?
yes, yeah. Aaron Godfrey from MyHeritage, he's amazing. So this is the main stage.
And this year we've added all these screens on the side so that people can more easily see when they're further to the back. And then also because of that runway now sticking out of the stage, we've been able to angle those chairs in, so it's a little bit more of an immersive experience for those who are in here, which is a really, really fun detail.
Great.
And there's about 6,000 chairs in here that it seats.
6,000, and then millions joining online.
Yep. All right, and that does it. This was the behind the scenes first look at RootsTech. That's going to be happening from March 6th through 8th. And it's happening here in person at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City. But if you're not able to make it here, we're also able to have all sorts of classes broadcast online, including the main stage. A lot of those keynotes will be able to be visible online starting tomorrow. So no matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to join in, which is a wonderful experience.
Yes, please join us from wherever you are. We can't wait to have you here and see what you'll discover.
Join us on rootstech.org.